Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. Today we are going to create a simple decorative banner. Now this can be used on a window, it can be placed on a Christmas tree. It'll make a great gift for friends and neighbors and even teachers. I've got other samples to show you too at the end, so let's get started. Believe it or not, this project does not even use stamps. We're going to use dies. We're going to use the layering, circles, framelits, and the large numbers framelits to create this. These products can be found in the annual catalog. If you don't already have a demonstrator and you would like a copy, I'd be happy to send you one. Just leave me a comment. We also have a holiday catalog, and this one's good until January 2nd. I'd be happy to send you both if you would like them. Going to be using the Big Shot for that die cutting, and I have the magnetic platform. I'm going to place one of the standard cutting mats on top, and I have 3 pieces of designer series paper, and I've just cut them the same size. I'm going to stack those up, and I am going to use the circle from the layering circles framelits on top of here. I'm going to die cut all 3 of those at the same time. Since it's thin paper, that's going to be easy to do. I also have 3 of the cherry cobbler cardstock, but because that's thicker paper, I know that it's not going to die cut 3 really well. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 2 at a time, and then I'll pass it through one more time to get the 3rd one I need for the word joy. I'm going to cover this with another clear mat and then crank this through. Think of other words that you can do your banners in, maybe Noel. Maybe perhaps it's for a party and you can use someone's birth date or perhaps a name. So we've got our 3 circles here. So the whole banner idea that I'm teaching you today is going to be quite versatile to use for other occasions. And then we have our other 2 here. I'll need to pass this through one more time. Here's the lazy way. I'm just going to push it through, lay down that 3rd piece. Baby showers. Use the baby's name. Retirements, maybe the number of years that they have worked. Lots of ideas for banners. So there we go. Now we've got our 3rd one. I've also die cut 3 smaller pieces of designer series paper. The paper's all from the Be Merry Designer Series paper collection. And I pulled out the words J-O-Y from the large letter framelits. The great thing about those framelits is not only do you have the letters, you have the punctuation as well, making it really, really versatile. All that cracking and popping is completely normal, especially since we have so many pieces here. All right, and then I'm just going to pop those from the front to the back, and that's going to give us our layers. Now we've got all of our pieces, so it's just a matter of assembly. I love the silicone craft sheet, especially when I'm doing things of an odd size or that are small size. It allows me to place it underneath my project when I'm placing adhesive so that if it falls on my work surface, it's not going to make it sticky. It all stays on that silicone craft sheet, which repels adhesive. I absolutely love this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and mount these circles on here. So I've got one here. Let's go ahead and let's line these up and prepare them to make the holes, and then we'll put the letters on last. I want to make sure that my pattern is all going in the same direction. So I'm going to make sure all my Christmas trees are facing straight up and down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hold them together. And I am going to punch them all at the same time. So I'm using the 1/8 inch handheld punch, and I'm looking to do this symmetrically. So I'm going to punch through here. And there's one, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to follow that line on the pattern paper. That really kind of gives me a good cheat mark. And I'll do the other one here. So now I have my holes so we can connect our banner. I've cut myself some of the Whisper White Classic Weave ribbon. The best tip I can tell you about this is your stylus tool. I'm telling you, I haven't used it in many years for scoring because, of course, now we have the Simply Scored and we have the trimmer with the scoring blade. But this is fabulous for this project. So I'm starting here on the end, but I want the ribbon to the back. So I'm going to start from the back side. Hold the end of the ribbon over the hole. Then use the end of your stylus tool to poke it through that hole. If you start in the middle, you're going to be trying to pull all that ribbon through. So make sure that you have just the very tip of the ribbon over that hole. And we're going to do the same thing now. I'm going to bring that across here. And again, I'm going to find the end of my ribbon. Now we're going to do the same thing on the next one. but this time we're going to go down on the hole. Now that we have the banner strung, all I'm going to do is manipulate these circles to make sure that they're evenly spaced apart and that I have equal amount of ribbon on both sides. That's going to make it easier for me when I finish this off so that I can create the loop so that we can hang it from. Start by making a large loop and then bring it around and then slip it through and then tie. And you can shimmy this up a little bit and then pull tightly. We'll trim the ends in just a minute. We're going to do the same thing on this end here. Make a nice big loop. I'm going to come inside, tuck the loop down inside the hole. I'm going to shimmy this up a little bit. Make sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to grab my paper snips, give my ends a little bit of a trim, and then if I need to manipulate the banner on the leftover ribbon, I can, because I can see I'm a little bit uneven here, so I can slide these over. All right, now we're going to put the letters on. I'm going to flip them upside down, and mini dimensionals are going to be the way to go for this. So I'm going to grab those here, and I'm going to place those on the back. I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to bring my banner back in, and I'm going to start with the J. Take off those paper backings. And then I'm going to center this on that panel. And I'll do the same with each of these letters. There you go. You have your completed joy banner. Again, Noel, a name for a baby shower, a name for a quinceañera, any type of party, including an age. Here's a couple others that I made. This uses the Merry Little Christmas Designer Series paper, and I used the vintage black trim for this one to create the banner. This one uses the gold foil for the letters and the gold ribbon, as well as the Year of Cheer specialty paper. That's beautiful too. And then last but not least, I have one using the Merry Music Designer Series paper with that metallic edge ribbon. These will make a great gift for the holidays or great banners for upcoming parties. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.